The following is a presentation of Playfly Sports Properties and Michigan State Sports Properties. Welcome, everybody. It is Tuesday, February 21, 2023. I'm your host, Jason Strayhorn, along with my co-host, Otis Wiley and Jehuu Caulcrick. And this is Sparta. Be sure, and thank you for watching us live if you are, and don't forget to hit the click, subscribe, and the like button. It doesn't matter which order. Like, subscribe, like, doesn't matter. Doesn't cost you a thing, helps us out a whole lot. Please don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms, and this is exactly how to do that. Thanks for tuning in to This is Sparta MSU. Interested in hearing more from us? Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and even TikTok. Click on the link in the bio to head to our link tree for more information. Help us grow our following by hitting the like and subscribe buttons. Tell your friends and family to do the same. Have an idea for a future episode? Let us know in the comments section below. And now, back to the show. Well, fellas, it was a very eventful Sunday that just took place on campus. Otis, talk a little bit about the Spartan Sunday event that brought a little love to campus.
A little love. It was a lot of love, man. You know, we kind of started out with, not even me, we saw a flyer that popped up, and actually Alicia had shared it on our social, and immediately I thought, well, let me contact the point person to see what we could do. When I say we, it was like Playfly or Michigan State Sports Properties, Athletics, all of our corporate partners. And lo and behold, Emily answered the phone, and she kind of gave me a full kind of breakdown of what she was thinking about this event. And I said, well, let me see and reach out to one of our biggest partners in Meyer Food Stores because they were looking to support, Michigan State and what transpired or what happened, obviously, on campus with the tragedy. And so, Emily came through, and, what started out as a small event turned out to be one of the biggest kind of hosted events that, student kind of ran, but also university came into supporting them and gave the stamp of approval. And so what started out as a small event was, thousands and thousands of people coming together and just showing love on campus. So I wanted to bring Emily on the show because she's been the celebrity rock star starting out in support. Welcome, Emily. Welcome.
Hi, I'm excited to be here. This is awesome.
Well, Emily, welcome. And on behalf of all of us, on behalf of the crew, everybody at This is Sparta MSU, thank you for what you did. Thank you for spearheading, that movement, seeing it, look at these pictures and, seeing, hearing from people, it was a really cool thing to do, really good for the community, really good for the students, and really appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, it couldn't have been done without not only 5 of my closest friends, but Otis was one of the first people to reach out, and he kind of got the train rolling on all this with getting the Meyer sponsor and getting all these other huge corporations involved. And I'm still speechless with how it turned out. I mean, there were thousands and thousands of people there, and it was just still wild to even experience.
Yeah, it looked like you guys had a bunch of, I had people reaching out to me saying, hey, we want to, be a part of it. How can we help out? You know, can we make food to take it? You know, and all that stuff. People just wanted to give back, and you know that just shows the love that that people have for Michigan State, and you know how it just impacts everybody. You know, in the MSU community there.
Yeah, definitely. One of my favorite things that one of my friends said is you send out a call to Spartan Nation and they answer really quickly too, because what turned out is one Instagram story post ended up with, like I said earlier, tens of thousands of people with their dogs, with mom hugs, with sibling hugs, or my favorite was the toddler talk. So I think 3 or 4 groups of parents brought like 9 toddlers, which is insane. I think that was the craziest part about the whole event to me. And these toddlers just handed out little notes and gave hugs, and just crazy. Spartan Nation really just kind of wowed me with how giving and loving they all were.
Yeah, Emily, talk about the Venmo. You know, it started out with like, hey, donations, and you know, talk about how that constantly kept growing and the amount of trips you guys took to the stores.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, the stinking Venmo. So we thought this was going to be like 20 people, you guys. Like my girlfriends and I were like, maybe our parents will come if they're feeling ready and like they want to give up a Sunday. So I was like, we'll just use my personal Venmo. I'll just change my username. And we just told everyone, if you can't make it on Sunday, just send me a Venmo and we can go out to the store and get whatever you would like us to get. So once it started blowing up, we were getting just Venmo after Venmo after Venmo. And I was like, my poor phone is going crazy. We were going to the store like Costco and Walmart and Five Below and thought we were going to get kicked out because we were just getting thousands of dollars worth of stuff. We ended up with $23,400 worth of physical items.
Wow.
And then during the event, we were out of gift cards and out of stuff. So I ran to Otis and I was like, can you please call Meyer? Like, we need to go buy more gift cards. And then we bought another $6,000 worth of gift cards. So in total, we raised just about $30,000 in 3 days for just things to give to the students. Like, people were so giving with their money, and we were able to do it usually because of that Venmo.
And you guys all hear that they were able to raise $30,000. You know, that, you know,
so somehow Jehuu has to have
somehow it's the lucky number 30. Yeah.
You know, when he said 23, I was like, you know, so. You know.
Emily, I think this is a great thing here. You know, like, you know, it's brilliant. You know, the simplicity is brilliant because there was definitely a need for it. Are you planning on any follow-up events for students as they continue the process? The events that happen?
You guys, please. I am a speech pathology major, and I am a speech pathologist through and through, and I am so glad I didn't go into event planning or whatever, because wow, I have never been more exhausted after this event in the best way possible. I've had people reach out to me like, what else can we do to give and things like that, and Otis was mentioning we should do a second Spartan Sunday, and I was like, if you want to do a second Spartan Sunday, then that is you.
Well, I said an annual event because I was like, man, like since COVID, we kind of got all separated and no one wanted to talk to another or hug or whatnot, and then this happened.
Yeah.
I mean, you, like I told the guys, it's like you just felt love all around campus, man. It was like the weather was great, sun was out, 50 degrees. It looked like a football Saturday, right, from a fall tailgate. And you know, it was just, you know, a vibe that everyone didn't have their own agendas. Everyone was giving. And so shout out to Emily. I think, to be honest, like universities, like we might do this annually just to show like this is a community event. But all the partners that came through, man, without, like I said, their own agenda saying, hey, I want some publicity or I want this. It was like, there was none of that. So one, I have to give a shout out to Kathy Cooper from Meyer. She was tremendous in like whatever we needed. I almost felt like I was calling her too much. She said, keep calling. We'll do whatever it takes. Target, PepsiCo, Raising Cane, everybody coming through. And I feel bad I had to shut the grandma down from her baked goods because we cannot perishable items we can't give out, but it seemed how somebody still got in there and gave some stuff out. But at the point where it was just left everybody left filled with love, and like we needed that, man, because we've had that dark stamp on our campus for a couple years now, and then just that tragedy. We needed something, and so we just wanted to rally around Emily, and we appreciate her heart for giving, and then obviously us providing, supporting whatever she needed. And she saw the madness that goes where we got to plan these football games and these big events. She was like, I want no parts of it no more. So
no way. No way. And just what the most amazing thing is too is still seeing the posts from people, the communication.
Oh, we lost her.
Uh-oh.
Well, I know she was saying, there she goes.
Oh, hello.
There you
Sorry. What was so amazing is certain buildings were giving out the same things that we were, like Squishmallows and gift cards and things like that. And people were still drawing chalk on the sidewalk. So that just.
All good. But I think I know, obviously, like, there's still stuff coming in. There's still events. I think, to be honest, like every day it's been people are out there doing what they need to do to welcome back and make sure our students feel safe, but also loved. And so I was excited to be a part of it, man. Didn't want my name or any of it around it. Just wanted to make sure we did it right and did it big. And what we say is, like, they build it, they will come, and they definitely came and full out drones, man. So kudos to that.
Yeah, man, Otis, we gotta say the same thing to you too. Thank you for, being a part of that organized, reaching out to the corporate sponsors, making sure, getting them on board. I'm sure it was an easy ask for them, but, kudos to you putting that together and, representing, what it means to be a Spartan.
Absolutely.
100%. Yeah, great. I mean, Yeoman's worked this past week, keeping everything together. You were in the middle of it more than any of us, being kind of the bridge between a lot of different entities surrounding the university. And it was a great job by you. Proud of you and what you've been able to do and continue to do in a leadership role. Now you got to get out there and cheer for those Spartans tonight. You're in residence now.
Hey, straight. You know what happened when we went to Bloomington, right? So,
yeah.
Oh boy, yeah. Otis, watch yourself. Get the bail money out for Otis, but we're at home. So
we at home, but we got to beat these guys. I don't like these guys at all. These Hoosiers, man. We got to get them right. Get them out of here quick.
I mean, I'm hearing that the Hoosiers are wearing Spartan Strong warm-ups.
Wearing Spartan Strong warm-ups, kind of co-branded, which is awesome to show. We got some stuff happening now. Like during the game, you'll see, we're gonna play our school song, MSU Shadows, and then have a moment of silence. And we actually, the marketing team had reserved basically 8 spaces empty in the zone behind the scorers table, to just give honor and respect to the victims, but people, the individuals who are still battling for their lives in the hospital. So, we just want to make sure, like, yes, it's athletics. Things still kind of go and continue, but we want to make sure that, they're not going to be missed and their lives are not in vain. So it'll be emotional, obviously, tonight, but it's going to be an opportunity to, if we get the W and the victory, even if we don't, it's still an opportunity to show our love for them and their families and our students be coming back to campus. So, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Otis. Get out there, man, and get those partners together. Cheer on the Spartans with the Spartan faithful that are at the Breslin Center, man. Thank you.
No problem.
And JU and I'll take it from here because we got.
Man.
Hey,
yeah.
if you go to 54B, ask for Judge Ball. He's really good.
Yeah, you should know. You was in there with your tickets, trying to get those things lifted up.
Man.
It's all good. I got some money in the bank where I can be like, hey, here's my bail money. So anybody who's listening, followers, just know that I almost got into almost caught a case in Bloomington with a student. I was gonna give him these hands. You feel me? These hands.
That wasn't gonna happen.
Thank you to Stray's strong arm. Stray gave me that full out.
Get back.
Right. Hey, fellas, have a great show. I wish I could stay here with Noah, but definitely have a great show. Love y'all, man.
All right, Otis. Appreciate it, man. And we will be back in a moment with words from Noah Kim after this message from our friends over at IHOP.
At IHOP, the $6 Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity combo is back. 2 eggs, 2 bacon strips, and 2 fruit-topped pancakes. Only from IHOP. Download the app and earn free food with every order. Dine in only. Limited time at participating locations. Prices may vary.
When you join IHOP's new rewards program, the International Bank of Pancakes, and start stacking pan coins toward free food, you get a smile on your plate. Download the app and join the rewards program today.
Whoa. Welcome back, everybody.
Before you jump in, Stray, let's give Tom's story. He's in the sunny Dominican. He just sent a message. Shout outs from the sunny Dominican. He's listening to us out there on vacation right now.
Tom's out there. So is Cal from my house. So look at Tom stunting on us, man. That the water business must be good business.
Water business is booming, as AV would say.
Boom. Turn that water on. You know what I'm talking about. Hey, but without further ado, we want to bring Noah Kim to the show. Noah, welcome to This is Sparta.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
What is going on, Mr. Kim? Yeah, man, first of all, thank you for jumping on with us. I know we had you scheduled a couple times and had to push it back, and everything like that, but glad you made time, to join us there. Just the first thing is, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing really well. Just getting after it in the weight room, really. That's all I've been doing with our workouts, with our meetings, and everything that we're doing right now. We're full head of steam going into this off season. Going into spring ball.
Well, Noah, given, obviously everyone knows about the tragic events that occurred 8 days ago on campus, how has the football leadership been in response to that for the players on the team?
Yeah, it's been great. We have a lot of help with a lot of people on campus, with just people who are offering their time to make sure that we're doing well. Our coaches have made it a point where we did take last week off, and we wanted to make sure everybody was taken care of, just in terms of just mental health wise. A lot of people handle adversity and a horrific incident like this differently. And with the help of coaches, with the help of our teammates coming together, hanging out outside of the football building and stuff like that over this weekend, and just doing things like that really, I feel like freed a lot of minds and allowed us to come back into the building starting yesterday to get this week going.
Yeah, definitely, something that you got to adjust to, move on the fly and everything. But let's jump into it, Noah. You're a kid, had some success in the DMV area there. You went 41-1 as a starter in high school. What was it that attracted you to Michigan State?
Actually, my freshman basketball coach is Coach D'Antonio's younger brother, John D'Antonio, and I played with Coach D'Antonio my freshman year of basketball, and he decided, hey, you want to go do a camp at Michigan State? I said, yeah, sure, I'll do that. And when I got up here, I went through the whole camp process, met with Coach D'Antonio, met a few recruits on the way. And actually, it was at the end of the camp, they brought us over to the stadium. We did a little 7-on-7 tournament, and they played a highlight video at the end. And after I watched that highlight video, I was pretty much 100% into Michigan State, and was one of the dream schools I wanted to be at. And I didn't get offered by Michigan State until my senior year of high school. And I was committed to Virginia Tech beforehand, and I really wanted to take a visit to Michigan State, even though I was committed. And once I took that visit, I was 100% locked into that, and I knew where I wanted to be.
Nice. What was it that drew you to that Virginia? Was it that Inner Sandman entrance that drew you to Virginia Tech? Is that what?
That could be one of the reasons.
Right. No, in all seriousness, I'm sure that's a great picture of you and the family right there. Have you seen a picture circulate circulating around. I don't know if we have it. Kirk Cousins, Brian Hoyer, Nick Foles, a lot of quarterbacks that ended up having a lot of NFL success being in one quarterback room at Michigan State a few years back before your time. Take us inside the quarterback room right now where you have three capable players from, according to what the media says, and seeing you come in games along with Peyton as a starter in a backup role and seeing how you've been able to perform. What is the chemistry like inside of that room?
You know, honestly, I think the chemistry is great. We all get along with each other, and we all push each other to be better every day. And you know, that goes to attest to the coaches. You know, the coaches have created an environment for all of us to, you know, compete and, you know, compete for one spot. But at the end of the day, we're making each other better. And one of the things Coach Tuck emphasizes is don't compare yourself to other people, especially in the building. We're all teammates at the end of the day. But if you focus on yourself, you know, at the end of the day, that's going to make you the best you. And so that's kind of the mindset I take into it. But definitely the competitive side within our room is growing every single day. We're all getting better. We're all learning. We're all getting bigger, faster, stronger. And, you know, that's something that you want in a program. You want a highly competitive room. And that's what we have here.
Yeah. So what is that? You know, what's your mindset, you know, going into this off season after the disappointing season last year? What's your mindset and what's the mindset of the team? You know, now you guys are back doing workouts and everything.
Right. Well, for me personally, I'm going into this off season to really hone in on myself. I really don't want to compare myself to anybody else on the team. And so, you know, my whole focus is getting myself as big as I can, as strong as I can, as fast as I can, you know, and know the playbook inside and out, which I feel comfortable doing right now, but there's always stuff to learn. And so for me, I feel like that's the best approach that I could take for myself. But as a team, you know, coming off of, you know, honestly, a disappointing season for us, you know, it really fuels our fire, and it's something that we don't ever want to feel again. We don't want to see that again. We don't want to showcase that again. And so, you know, we're taking this to a different level with this team this year. And, you know, there's a lot of things that the Spartan fans should be looking forward to this fall.
Outstanding, man. I mean, when I think about Noah Kim, let's get to know Noah a little better. Like, so for you are from Virginia. I see Mama Hall says, "Hey, Noah," in the chat. She knows you, so you got some connectivity there from back home. Okay. When did you start playing football, number one? But I have a follow-up question after that.
Okay. Yeah, I played flag football from when I was like 4 years old, but I didn't start tackle until about third grade. And, you know, once I always played quarterback, played a little safety back in my youth days, but nothing after youth. I pretty much knew I was a quarterback. And, yeah, I think my love for football really started when I played tackle for my first year. My mom wasn't too excited about it, but that's something I really fell in love with. And, you know, took that. I worked with my QB coach, Barry Thompson, started in the second grade, actually, before I started playing, and worked with him ever since. And, you know, yeah, my love for football just grew every year from there on.
Barry Thompson, man. So, yeah, you know, very great reputation. And for you, how many, and I can ask people in the chat too, instruments do you play?
Man, I haven't played instruments in a while, but I think I started off with you know, the old basic recorder going out through elementary school, but I got into playing like the violin, the saxophone, the bassoon. I played a few percussion instruments in our band, and then moved on to playing the guitar for a little bit. Wish I kind of kept sticking with that, but then actually just recently I bought a ukulele. I've been watching YouTube videos on how to play that, but yeah, that's pretty much the sum of my instruments.
He's self-taught, it sounds like.
I know, right? Are you that guy at the campfire that will break out the guitar and start playing, try to win the chicks over?
Oh no, I don't know. I'm not that good, but I got like one or two songs in me in the guitar, and that's it.
All right. So from what I hear, though, like I've, throughout the past couple years, I've, had the opportunity to, follow you on social media, follow your family on social media. Now, your brother and your sister, is your sister the most athletic one in the family?
My mom and dad say so, but me, I'm a competitor. I'll never say that.
Oh man.
So
Go ahead.
The word on the street is a little bit about Taekwondo.
Yeah, a little bit. I started I think I was like 3 years old, and I did it until I think just before high school or 8th grade or something like that. And I competed at a fairly high level for my age division, whatever. I was on the junior Olympic teams and stuff like that, and I would travel to Florida, Texas, just to do some sparring competitions and stuff. And that was actually my first and favorite sport, and that's something that I loved for a long time. But once football came in, I kind of threw that to the side.
What'd you like most about it?
I think just the competitiveness. I think honestly, fighting is one of the most competitive things anybody can do, other than going to war or whatever. But I think the one-on-one fighting is just really, you focus on yourself, and at the end of the day, you just don't want another man to beat you. And so it's just man on man, who's going to win. And that's what I really loved about it. It's just, I didn't like the forms and all the flashy stuff. I just like to get to it and, see who's better.
Yeah. So let's go back to the football on the field there. I saw you play, the opportunity that you got this year to get in the game. And from watching you play, especially from the sideline, you were just, there was one game the first play you came in cold and they let you loose. You ripped the ball down the field. And you have that mindset of just sling it, and what happens, happens. I know you go through your progression in your reads and everything like that, but you have that kind of like fearless mentality and fearless mindset. Who do you mimic as a professional or college quarterback? Who do you say your game most represents?
Man, that's a tough one to say. I kind of take bits and pieces from different people. You as a quarterback, you want to be just a leader and a field general, as people say, like Peyton Manning. You want to be clutch and stuff like that, like Tom Brady. You want to have the athleticism of, these athletic quarterbacks that are in the NFL. And I try not to just be like one specific quarterback, and I try to figure out what I'm really good at, and kind of showcase that on the field, and build everything else up on the way. I think the comparison part is hard to answer. I can't name one person, but definitely bits and pieces from everybody else, and see what works and see what doesn't work, and kind of add that to my game.
So, Noah, I'm going to ask this because, in this era you grow up that you're playing in right now, it's a transfer portal NIL era. There's a lot of movement going around the country. I mean, you've seen teammates come and go, obviously. What is it that in your mind, how do you approach that ability? Because you see some guys just don't want to stick anywhere. They just want to move and try to get their spot. Right or wrong, people do this. They make the decision to move on or to transfer. How do you approach that at Michigan State, given that you're a backup right now, but you've had success coming into games as a backup? So and you're there every day. How do you process that?
Yeah, one of the hardest things for just college athletes is just the adversity of not being the guy right away. You go through high school, and a lot of these Division I athletes, they're the guy on their team, and so it's been that way for a few years while they're coming up through high school. And then you get to a college, especially a Big Ten school like Michigan State, who strives to be the best school in the country every year. And when a lot of people don't see that playing time or that attention or that love right away, it is hard for athletes to kind of stay mentally locked in on themselves and push and keep getting better. And earning that spot. And so it is tough to not be the guy from day one, but at the same time, it's a learning lesson and something that kind of pushes me and kind of keeps the weight on my back, where I know I have to. At every school in the country, there's going to be competition. There's going to be players at every school in the country, and so I have to earn my spot anywhere I go to. And so while I'm here, I know this stuff. I know what I'm doing. I know the playbook. I know my guys. I have great relationships with the coaches. So why not try to earn my spot here? And at the end of the day, it's all belief in yourself, and I believe in myself almost more than anybody does.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And what I can add to that is, I would say stay the course. We had a lot of good guys. You got a guy like Drew Stanton. He came in and he sat, for a year or two. Brian Hoyer, he sat as well. So it doesn't have to be that instant gratification thing like, everyone thinks it should be. But, Stray mentioned that, transfer portal, NIL stuff there. And I'm going to go to more of the NIL side of things. And, as the backup quarterback in any league, in high school, actually we'll go peewee, high school, college, pros, anywhere, everyone loves the backup quarterback until the backup quarterback's the guy, then they want to nitpick everything that he does. So in the NIL age, when all these people are yelling Noah Kim is him, have you ever thought about capitalizing, on that, trademarking that, getting that little, NIL, selling some t-shirts or something?
I mean, that the NIL stuff looks, really great for us as athletes. It's money, and who doesn't want money, especially as an athlete, especially as a college student. But my approach, I thank my parents for this. They kind of, they stay in my ear about just staying humble, just keep your head down, keep working. And the NIL is something that I want, but not something that I need right now. What I need right now is to just keep doing what I'm doing and focusing, and eventually working my way up to being on that field. And if that's God's plan. But it looks good, and it looks and it's something that is right there, and something that I can dabble into, but that's not something that I'm really focused on right now. And I feel like once that time comes, if I do get on that field, that that NIL stuff will come with it. And I don't want to spend too much time on focusing on NIL and what I could be earning when I have a lot to prove onto the field first.
Speaking of that, what do you think that you need to work on in order to have that? Like, where do you feel like, because we've seen as observers of the game, guy calls a game, Jay used some sideline there. I mean, you're pinpoint accurate. You make good decisions. You can tell you're going through progressions. What in your mind do you need to improve on in order to have a shot?
I think the one thing that, especially in the backup position, that I have to start with is being the guy without being the guy first. So kind of what I mean by that is, I have to kind of have that presence in the room, on the practice field, in the meeting room, even off the field. I have to have the presence that I am the guy, and I have to act in a way where I want that, I have to act in a way that shows that, I'm serious about being the guy, and that this is what I want. And so, if I can take the steps necessary to be a leader, to show everybody what hard work is, a lot of things like leading by example, taking command of my team and things like that, is what's going to get me to that spot. I think playing wise, all of us us guys in the QB room can all play. We can all make throws, we can all make the reads, we all know the playbook. But at the end of the day, it's going to be who has control of the team, who does the team have, their back, and things like that. And I think that's something that I'm going to do, and what's going to get me onto the field.
That's a great answer, Noah. Really, but on this show, we kind of, it's like barbershop style, locker room style there, and from a running back, especially a running back that played in a 2-back rotating system there. So when I was on the field and I'll come off and the defense is on, Javon will be like, "Hey, what do you see out there? What's happening? Are they hitting?" And you're giving that information. So I want you to give our listeners, what is it like to be, on game day, a backup quarterback? You're the eyes, of the quarterback from a different side, from a different view, different angle. So when, this past year, when Peyton comes off the field, what do you guys talk about?
Yeah.
Right. Actually being the backup quarterback is, is a very important role. Not just for me, but for the team. I have to be locked in on what the defense is doing so that, at any given moment, I'm ready to go. But at the same time, I can't hide any information from my teammates. And so when Peyton comes off the field, let's say it's a 3-and-out or something like that, and he asked me what I saw, just from a different angle, if I saw anything different from him. So we compare things that, what he may have saw and what I see. Things that, what they're doing, like little tendencies here and there. And that goes along with the conversation with Coach Johnson upstairs as well. He'll call down sometimes and ask me what I'm seeing and if we're seeing the same things. And it's really just relaying information within our little circle of QBs.
Interesting. Noah, so we've had some of your teammates on the defensive side of the ball on the show, and they said that, some of the reason in their minds for last year's lack of success, for a better way of putting it, it was due to a lack of chemistry between new players coming in and guys who have been there before. As an offensive player and leader, as a quarterback, what do you see as maybe a attributor to not having the success that you think that you should have, obviously going 5-7 a year ago?
Yeah. A lot of guys are different on the team, and, it's tough to really pinpoint on why our season went in such a way that it did. I wouldn't say it's all on the team chemistry. I feel like we do have team chemistry. We all share the same struggle in and out the building. We go through the same workouts. We go through the same struggles. We all have bad practices. And, one of the best things for, team bonding is shared experience and shared struggles. And so we did do a lot of that going into the season. And, throughout the whole season, we never broke. And that was something that, we could be proud of. We never really broke mentally. We didn't get the wins that we wanted, but at the end of the day, we went out there and we put 100% effort into winning every single game. But something that we started doing this year that we didn't do it as much last year is just kind of unit like events. So the whole offense went bowling, the whole defense went bowling. We got a trivia night coming up next Monday that we're doing as an offense, and just wrinkling in things here and there just to keep the guys together. Is something that we're doing moving forward to see if that can help us in any sort of way.
Yeah, absolutely. And that chemistry aspect is huge. We had a former, Spartan Dawg, former Spartan, still a Spartan Dawg, Will Golston on the show. And he talked about, that chemistry, how much it means to be, to get you to that next level. So when you get out on the field, you play for each other, you have that love for each other. No, tell us, what is it like, that Spartan walk, and then being in the locker room on game day to running out the tunnel. Because I equated to, so I played, 5 years in the league and running out of the tunnel in the NFL, probably 10, 20 times out of 100, the hairs on the back of your neck will stand up. But running out of Spartan Stadium, 100 out of 100 times, the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. What is that feeling like, for a player?
Yeah, it's a great feeling. You wake up Saturday morning or Saturday, whatever time the game is on Saturday, you wake up that morning, you get your suit and tie, you know, you look good, you feel good, you're ready to go. And then you get to Spartan statue, and, you know, you walk through the crowds of people, and they're all chanting, they're all screaming, cheering, and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, it's really exciting to just kind of see the support that we have here at Michigan State. And, you know, it's great that even though we finished 5-7, we did have fans lined up all the way to the stadium cheering us on because they want to see us get a win. And that's something that one of the reasons why we play so hard is because we have so much great support. And then, you know, going into the locker room, you know, it's very quiet. We're not playing music out loud. Everybody's kind of in their own headspace. Guys have their headphones on or stretching or whatever it is, and go out for warm-ups and do that whole deal. But once you line up when you run out the tunnel, it's go time, and everybody is laser focused. Everybody is pumped. You know, they're all juiced up and ready to go. And then as soon as you run out, the crowd and, you know, everybody screaming, roaring, you know, it's something that, you know, that I will never forget. Something that nobody, you know, it's a once in a lifetime kind of thing. And, you know, not everybody gets to do it. So none of us take that for granted. And we're all grateful for the experience that we are getting.
No, before we let you go, you know, like you're a man after my own heart, because, you know, what people don't know, because this is something I reserve mostly for my guys in the trenches. But you're a foodie. You like to eat.
I was just going to go into that.
Yeah, that's what I understand. So, I mean, like, you know, you're a quarterback, you know, you're a svelte guy, you're in shape. You know, what is your favorite? What's your go-to food-wise?
Cool, man. Definitely my dad's cooking. I think my dad's watching right now. What's up, Dad? But definitely my dad's cooking. You know, he's a master at the grill, and you know, honestly, it's changed over the years. I used to like the ribs that he would make, and then steaks. But I think for me now, it might be his brisket tacos, and pulled pork tacos, and some of those taco things that he's added to his
repertoire.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Mr. Kim, very much. I be following his stories. He be on the smoker. He be on the grill. He be getting after it. And don't leave me out. Spring game, regular season games. I want like brisket. I don't need any sides. I don't need any, just meat. Just give me the meat. I don't need any sides or anything. But some tough hidden questions coming at you, Noah. You like seafood, right?
I love seafood.
You're from the DMV area. Is blue crab overrated? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, because there's not enough meat in that.
You gotta go south.
Are you a king Dungeness crab legs or snow crab legs kind of guy?
Snow crab.
What kind of flavor on there when you get the boiled bag?
You know, honestly, I mix whatever all the flavors are mixed together. Whatever that flavor is on whatever seafood restaurant menu that is. I go to the Ocean Crab right down here in like 10 minutes from campus here, and it's one of the best seafood I've ever had. And surprising because it's in Michigan, but yeah.
Hold on. What'd you say? What's the name of that place?
Ocean Crab.
That's NIL. We got to talk to him.
Yeah, let's get this man a ball bag. Get this man a ball bag.
NIL, baby.
I might be their number one customer, but don't take my word for that.
We need to have a Spartan dad cook-off. Yeah.
And moms. No, we ain't just doing just dads.
Hey, I'm there to test it.
We're not discriminating on that. Okay?
I'll be the judge. Noah, game day. What's in your headsets? What are you listening to? Are you a music person?
I am a music person, but game day I listen to old school rap. I'll listen to like some Tupac, Biggie. I listen to some Nas. I listen to little Jay-Z here and there.
What?
More old school for me. I don't know why. It just kind of gets me in my zone.
Give me your top five rappers. Top five rap in no particular order.
Top five rappers?
Yeah.
I don't know. 1 and 2 can be either or, but I think Tupac and Biggie are number one. to, honestly, a new school rapper right now, Lil Baby. Man, I don't know. Yeah, there's so many. There's so many that, it's hard. It's hard for me to say. But I think Jay-Z's in there.
Of course.
And I don't know. But that's what I listen to. But all-time list, I don't know. It can go on for days.
Man, hey, and we can go on for days with you, Noah, man. We really this has been like eye-opening. Follow Noah Kim on his social media. There's his handles right there. Twitter @Noah_Kim12 and on his Instagram @Noah Kim. Noah, we appreciate the time, brother, man. Hey, good. Best of luck the rest of the season. And we're gonna come to see you in the spring, man.
We'll see you spring practice, spring ball. We'll be there. Definitely. Appreciate you coming on. Stay humble, stay true to yourself, stay true to the roots that your family brought. You seem like you come from a great family. Quick story, when we were in Maryland for the game, I brought my niece and nephew, at the team hotel there. It was their first time, going to a football game first. And you were, one of the guys, came, took a picture with them. Really appreciate you. You're one of Choo Choo's favorites, and I'm going to continue to carry that flag for you, my man. Stay true to yourself. Keep grinding. Keep your nose to the grindstone, and stay humble and hungry.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Speak for yourself, Choo Choo. He's one of This Is Sparta MSU's favorites. I think I speak for myself and the rest of the people who are in our world, man. Hey, appreciate it, Noah, and look forward to following and keeping up with your success in the future, man. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Appreciate it, Noah. Stray, who's your what blown away by everybody that we've had on, all these players, you're just blown away by the maturation process, that they bring to the table. And I always, take a step back and be like, man, when I was I like that?
No, I'll tell you right now. We did not have this many good kids on the team. I mean, it's different now. I mean, which is a good thing, I think.
Right.
We love you, Choo-Choo. We love you. Huh?
Who's your top five?
Top five rappers?
Yeah, of all time. It doesn't have to be in particular order. Just,
I mean, I'd say, look, he come on, man. He just did. He did it. He said Tupac. He said Biggie, Jay-Z. For me, man, look. I do like Nas. I'm not really that I'm not a huge Nas guy like that.
You gotta think too much for Nas.
Look, I respect Lil Baby. I do. I think he's, a brand new guy, but I mean, so what is that now? I got 4?
Yeah.
And then who do I listen to all the time, man? I'll ask Mama Stray, man.
I'll tell you my top 5 in no particular order. It goes Biggie, Jay-Z.
Oh,
M. So it's Biggie,
especially
Jay-Z.
A couple days ago.
Yeah. Lil Wayne.
Oh, Weezy.
T.I. and T.I.
We watched the national championship game with T.I.
Yeah.
Me and Otis, Mama Stray, Ashley, team try. Yes, it was a true story. Absolutely did. He sat next to us eating pizza. I ain't eating T.I. Oh. He got to get that thing with Bootsy figured out. He's got a little beef going on with Bootsy, from what I understand.
Bootsy beefing with everybody.
You didn't think I knew that, did you? I think, in other news, guys, there's Tony Mandridge, Jason Strayhorn, and Jared Horse. What do they have in common? All number 79. Jared Horse, number 1 pick today in the USFL. Unbelievable. Jared Horse.
That is great. Congratulations to this young man. He had a rocky, to be blunt, to be honest, he had a rocky, career at Michigan State. The transfer from Arkansas State, came here, had some, issues, had to figure it out. He took some time away from the team. It came back this year, didn't automatically start and got into some games. But you can never knock a guy, going out and continuing to play the game that we all love. Everyone, if we can make money playing this game and go on to, the next step of our career playing this, good for him. And congratulations to that young man.
God bless Jared Horse.
Which team picked him up? Which team was it?
The Michigan Panthers.
Michigan Panthers. And they will be playing their games at Ford Field this year.
That's right. That's right. Looking forward to seeing old Jared Horse in Detroit, man. Hey, look, great show today. The Spartan Sunday deal that Emily was able to bring on the Diamond, along with what Otis was able to do with his team at Playfly, was outstanding.
It was definitely what I was just laughing. I was looking at the comments and it said, only Kappas love Boosie. That is so true. That is so true. Oh, man.
Rolando.
Oh, Darren Tatum. Drake. Come on now. Drake is so he cry. He's a crybaby, man. Drake. I don't even consider Drake a rapper.
You gotta give light skinned rapper some love too. That is what we're going with this, right? We gotta give Drake. Look, hey man, look, he sold the most albums all time, rap wise.
He's always crying. Always whining about something.
Yeah, he's Canadian, man. Jimmy,
that's
your thing. Like I can't believe you going against a Canuck like that.
No, the best Canadian musician. It goes Justin Bieber,
rapper. You can't.
I'm saying musician.
Okay.
The Biebs, Celine Dion, Bryan Adams, The Weeknd.
Then Drake?
Drake's not even in the top 5.
Oh, man.
Let's get these people out of here to go watch the game straight. Let's get these
Get to
people
the game. That's right. The Spartans taking on Indiana in the Breslin Center in just a few minutes. So we're going to let you get to watch that because we want to watch it too. We appreciate everybody joining the show today to watch us. And special thanks goes out to Noah Kim and Emily Diamond for Jehuu Caulcrick. Choo-choo. This is Jason Strayhorn for This is Sparta. Have a good night. God bless. And go green.
Go white.
This is Sparta MSU as a combined presentation of Playfly Sports Properties and Michigan State Sports Properties. The show is produced by Pete Menez with additional support from Tony Costella. Operations and social media support is provided by Alicia Strayhorn with support from Cecily Max Brown. On-location technical support is provided by Good Fruit Video. Be sure to follow our hosts Jason Strayhorn, Jehuu Caulcrick, and Otis Wiley on social media. To stay up to date with all the latest This is Sparta News, please like and subscribe by visiting our link tree and tell a friend to do the same. Thank you for your support, and as always, go green.